Okay, welcome to Giants Tarot with me, Elizabeth, on the 31st of August. And here we go. I'm just going to read the same intro I read yesterday. Why not? Welcome to Giants Tarot, where we look at the date and month of each day and do not insert that information into the current year, the current time frame, or the current astrological environment. From the most ancient times, some of the greatest minds who have walked amongst us have observed, noted, systemized and scheduled what they could see and begin to understand. I call these souls the giants. But life goes on, and there are still giants. Scientists, researchers, artists, writers continue to reach up and out into the mysteries of our existence, seeking truth, clarity, beauty and reason. Giants Tarot simply shares with you items associated with each day of each month. No predictions or interruptions really, just the items. Whatever your dilemma or contemplation, be it love, career, home or external world, deeper insight brings cognitive content to expand your personal view. Let us stand upon the shoulders of the giants. From here we may see something we could see from nowhere else. Let us begin. The first reading is from a small book called Daily Meditations from the Theosophical Society. Do not judge on appearances, for you may thereby do the wrong thing and lose your own personal chances to learn more. Only be vigilant and watch. There's a birthday book reading here. This birth date is credited with producing a downright self-assertive disposition. It favours a life of responsibility, in particular, work in connection with finance, banking and insurance. It indicates a person whose views cannot be talked down and who will not defer to the opinions of others. Partnership is indicated with one of a kindly, protective nature who prefers to champion the losing side. The sun is in the house of Virgo, and so today being the 31st, it is a Virgo of the 4th division. Patience, my friends. Your planetary combination indicates that 4th division Virgos need the forbearance of Job to deal with the problems of life. You can survive them all. Indeed, you can master every situation if you keep in mind the fact that you are distinctly different from most people. Because you are so original and independent in your thoughts and words, you will feel out of step with the rest of the world. It is you who bears a different drummer. As Thoreau once said, not everyone else. Accept that situation and learn to turn it to your advantage, and you will avoid the serious problems you would otherwise face. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Sorry, I've got my dog scratching under the table. Oh, gosh. For your complex personality baffles people who do not understand that you are highly principled, outspoken, honest and creative. From the book that is 365 Things to Know by Clifford Parker, for the 31st of August, which country has an eagle as its national emblem? Several countries have the eagle as their national emblem, among them Spain, Germany, Albania and Austria. These European eagles are descended from the eagle of the standard of the Roman Empire, which was adopted by Charlemagne as the badge of his empire. The United States of America has the eagle as its emblem, but though it was chosen, it's not quite clear, except that the bald eagle is common in the United States. Okay, so we'll move into some numerology. I've got things in the wrong order. Silly old me. I've got rustling paper, dogs scratching themselves under the table. Sorry, folks. Okay, so today is 31. The mission for 31. A practical builder with good business ability. very hard worker, honest, loyal, determined, thrifty. Forget neither a kindness or an injury. Should never delve into psychic phenomena. Why do they keep saying this? Should marry early as responsibility for stabilization purposes. Loves travel. Does not like to live alone. Inclined to be stubborn and set in own ways. Set high standards for self. May be disappointed when expectations are not reached. And the angel number 31 reading says, Angel number 31 derives its meaning from the vibrations of number 3 and 1, of which it is made. Sorry. The number 3 is the number of creativity, self-expression, and creative talents, which always brings expansive feelings like joy and optimism. Number 3 is the number of spiritual manifestation and is a sign that you have a direct connection to the ascended masters. The number 1 resonates with qualities like leadership, optimism, assertiveness, and new beginnings. There's a thing here for the deeper spiritual meaning of 31. May also be interpreted as an expression of root number 4. If you reduce, obviously 3 and 1 equals 4. The vibrational essence of number 4 is hard-working, practical, and pragmatic. In this way, angel number 31 may be a message from your angels that you need to be more optimistic and joyful to attract the outcomes that you are looking for. And from the old, this is an old reading from another book, which I think is not Pythagorean, what's the other? Chaldean Numerology, I think. This number is very similar to the preceding one. You want me to read the preceding one? All right. I read it yesterday. This is a number of thoughtful deduction. This is 30. Retrospection and mental superiority over one's fellows. But as it seems to belong completely to the mental plane, the persons it represents are likely to put all material things on one side, not because they have to, but because they wish to do so. For this reason, it is neither fortunate nor unfortunate, for either depends on the mental outlook of the person it represents. It can be all-powerful, but it is just as often indifferent according to the will or desire of the person. So today's 31. This number is very similar to the preceding one, except that the person it represents is even more self-contained, lonely, and isolated from his fellows. It is not a fortunate number from a worldly or material standpoint. You want the good news or the bad news? That's okay. Some cartomancy. For the purposes of the giants... Sorry, I've got this. There's nothing the matter with me. I think it's the way I'm sitting. For the purposes of Giants Tarot readings, cartomancy provides a birth symbol for every day of the year. The reading for today is from a book where only a copy of the pages remains with me. I have lost the original and have no idea of the name of the book or the author. I'm sorry. If anyone knows, tell me and I'll do the right thing, recopyright, whatever that may be. So the birth symbol for today, with the 31st of August, is the 8 of Hearts. So in cartomancy, 8s are the power cards. In ancient days, some of the teachings taught that the 8 was the number of God, and that if man used it, it would bring evil. From this superstition, the practice arose amongst many old school numerologists of assigning to... Look, sorry, Isabel, please, you can't... No! Stop it. Bloody hell. Oh, God. No! Today, I'm sorry, I'm not doing this again. I'm just going straight through. School numerologists of assigning the 8 to 8, the rulership of Saturn as the embodiment of evil, Today we know, both from experience and from the higher teaching, that 8 is the number of the sun and therefore of God, and that Saturn is not the embodiment of evil. The mathematical number for infinite measure or infinity is the horizontal 8, and this same symbol as all power is over the head of the magician in the tarot and of the woman in the 8th card, strength, who is opening the lion's jaws with her hands. The reading for 31st of August in cartomancy is hard-working, set in one line of activity and not interested elsewhere. Their own circle of prime importance. Strive to keep conditions unchanging. Development very important to success. Plodding but willing to serve. State of health chronic, for good or ill. Succeed in institutional work, teaching, accounting, or real estate operations. They are secretaries. Now the decanates. As the sun is in Virgo, each sign of the zodiac is divided into 3 10-day segments, the first, second and third. We are in the first 10-day segment, which goes from it's either the 23rd or the 24th, because different books say different things, until the 2nd or the 3rd of, that's the 23rd to the 23rd or 24th of August, going through to the 2nd or the 3rd of September, whichever way you want to read it. But here we are now in the 31st, so we're definitely in the first decan. The first decan is the 8 of Pentacles, which is very much about working on it, building up, I suppose in lots of ways it's building up good karma, but it's certainly building up a good foundation and getting on top of things. This is the decanate of achievement, and it's also the decanate of attempted perfection. Just before we leave this particular area, because we're nearly finished with the readings, there's a reading that I have here for August, because tomorrow's the 1st of September, and some of the cards will change. We'll be into the second, no, not the second decanate, but we will be into the 1st of September, so there will be some slight differences in some of the readings. But the Theosophical Society says of August, intuition, use your willpower, and may the benediction of truth and the divine presence of him the inscrutable be upon thee and help thee to open thy intuition. And the final thing we have here is the Lenormand card for the 8 of Hearts, which happens to be number 32, which brings recognition, praise. Oh. I've got a visiting dog here. What can I say? A visiting dog, as if I don't have enough dogs. Everybody just sit down, please. Would you all just sit down? Sit down, please. Sit down. Recognition, praise, attention. That's what I just gave it. Imagination. Mood swings. It's artistic, curvaceous, it's round-faced, attractive, and can be famous. The moon card is connected to your emotions and feelings. It relates to dreams, fantasies, creativity, and your imagination. It is associated with seduction and romance. I think the Lenormand moon, because it is the moon card, the 8 of number 32, the 8 of Hearts in the Lenormand deck is the moon card. And I think it's interesting today for health, the Lenormand moon meaning in health. The moon card involves emotions and hormones. It can refer to mood swings and hormonal imbalances. So there's got to be something in all of that that's helpful for today to give you some sort of different thought about something or build on it. So thank you very much, and a little thing I could finish off with is be the person your dog believes you to be. And if that doesn't work, be the giant you want to see. I'll see you soon. Bye.